What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and welcome to a video. Woohoo! So, while I'm on an uploading spree, because I've uploaded like a lot of videos at this point today, let's talk about Nintendo. Oh no, no. They used to be really good people. They used to actually give a shit about the community. They used to actually do what they needed to do to make their games great. But lately, that just has not been the case yet. You know, for the past few months. Now, what is Nintendo doing this time that warrants another video? Well, if you can tell by the title of this video, Nintendo did something stupid. So, the stupid thing that they did was, so you know how they got rid of the Smash Brothers Melee tournaments and the Splatoon tournaments that were going on? Well, now they're getting rid of Smash Brothers Ultimate tournaments. And this is their latest game. You know, Smash Brothers Ultimate is their latest Smash Brothers game. And it really makes you question what the fuck they're doing. Now, I think Nintendo's trying to cover this up by saying, "Oh yeah, we got rid of this tournament that people were wanting to have because we're making our own tournament." Come on, you don't know shit, Nintendo. We're all onto you. We're onto you like a bag of dicks. Even if you do have a tournament, you know, for, you know, Ultimate. Like, why not have multiple tournaments, right? And then, you know, I've already mentioned with the whole Joy-Con situation with Etika and a bunch of other things that Nintendo has been doing throughout the past few weeks. And it makes no sense. It really does make no sense. Now, Smash Brothers Melee. That definitely made no sense because, like, first off, it's not an online game, but you can make it online from what I've heard, based on some application you can install to your computer or something, some hardware or and software combination, and that you can use to make games like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart Double Dash online. So you can play with people from around the world. And that's how they're going to do these tournaments. Until Nintendo steps in and fucks them over. And then, let's see, what else? I forgot what I was about to say. But in all seriousness, though, like, Nintendo, really, what is wrong with you? There is no excuse why you should be getting rid of tournaments for Ultimate. And as a lot of us have been saying on Twitter, and in general, since this whole thing, you know, began, by having tournaments of your games, basically it's free publicity. It's free publicity, okay? You know, it's basically advertising the game that they're doing a tournament of. So that's gonna most likely boost sales of that game. Maybe some DLC, maybe some, you know, merchandise related to that game. So, yeah. Honestly, if I were Nintendo, I'd be like, oh, someone wants to do a tournament of Smash Brothers. Okay. Hell, I'll help them. I'll back them up. Be like, hey, what, do you need any money for, this tournament? Do you need any money, not only as a cash prize, but as like a backup thing? I'll give it to you. Because, like, Nintendo is a huge-ass company. I don't really know what their market is like. I think it's somewhere maybe over $1 billion or $2. I don't know. But Nintendo has been a really big corporation since basically the beginning. But it's only when they gotten into video games on the NES, that's when they really took off. And, you know, a lot has happened since then. And if you can hear this, I'm playing Clicker Heroes. That's why. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you get the idea that Nintendo, they used to be really good. Their customer support was pretty cool. Well, I'm pretty sure it still is. I don't know about the whole customer support side of things. But they're actually pretty cool. They're not as big of a, or they weren't as big of a conglomerate as they are now. I'm pretty sure if back then the internet even existed, if the internet existed back then, I'm sure they would have allowed you to mod and download and whatever their ROMs, you know, modify their games and make some ROM hacks. But not now. Like, honestly, what is Nintendo's deal? Alright, like, and I've heard some things about the whole Etika situation that's like, it was fake, that most of the profit did not go to charity, and, you know, that the family of Etika never saw a single penny of it. I've heard that. But I've also heard that, you know, that was something Nintendo was saying to cover up the fact that, to basically cover up that fact that, you know, that they wanted to do this. I don't know why they would. Makes no sense. I'm gonna get some Hot Pockets for this bullshit. Ah, Hot Pockets. Good food, I tell you what. But yeah, I mean, the Etika situation, if it is true what they were saying about the whole it being fake thing and that the family didn't see any single profit, if that was the case, yeah, I could definitely understand why Nintendo shut that down. I can understand that completely. Even if, yeah, it was only because they used the word Joy-Con. Come on. Seriously, Nintendo? Man, it's a shame Mad Catz isn't around to see you like this. But yeah. The thing about Nintendo is, like, my big question to Nintendo. What is wrong with you? What has gotten into you? You used to be one of the best game developers, game publishers, video game console designers, you know, the masters of innovation in the video game market. You used to be all the... Oh, you still kind of are, to an extent. You're still a master of innovation, and so one of the masters of innovation. But, you know, you're doing all these things that should never be done. You're ruining people. You're missing out on the chance to make more money. And if that's all you care about, well, first off, that's a fucking problem. You should not only be caring about the money and the profit that will come out of these things, but, you know, you should also, like, I mean, if money is all you care about, Nintendo, then, let these tournaments happen. Because they're gonna boost sales of whatever it is that tournament is about. And it may also lead to sales of your other games. Like, yeah, you do Smash Brothers tournaments, whatever. But they see characters like Ike or Marth and Roy, and they're like, oh, where are they from? Fire Emblem. Oh, well, I gotta get me a Fire Emblem game. And so they'll buy a Fire Emblem game. Oh, is that Pikachu from Pokemon? Oh, I'll buy a Pokemon game. And so they buy a Pokemon game. So you see, it's not just Smash Brothers that you could be missing out on financially. You could also be getting money for some of your other titles. Metroid, Pokemon, hell, the Switch port of Final Fantasy. Wait, does Nintendo Switch even have a port of Final Fantasy? I don't know. Because I don't own a Switch. And I want to own, I mean, even after all of what Nintendo is doing, I still want a Nintendo Switch. Why? Because I'm a video game collector. I will collect everything video games. And I'll collect every game console. Even if these video game people, even if things like people like Nintendo fuck up all the time, I'm still gonna buy myself a Switch because, you know, at some point, because I am a video game collector. My goal is to collect every game console ever that's ever been announced, ever been released, ever been whatever. So yeah, that's why. It's not because I support Nintendo. Fuck that. At this point, I do not support Nintendo because of the shit they're pulling, and they are literally pulling shit everywhere. They're basically telling you, hey, you know what? We are going to sue the everlasting fuck out of you if you even attempt to do anything that's good for the community, and good for our publicity, and good for this and that. Ultimately, ultimately, Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I didn't actually. That was unintentional. But ultimately, I think what Nintendo is doing. Well, actually, I know Nintendo is doing this, but instead of actually making their brand good and you know, and making people think they're good people and a good company, Nintendo is proving that that is not the case. They are proving that they are horrible, fucking horrible people. They're willing to, and they don't care about the fans. And again, there are people out there that will defend Nintendo on this. Nintendo doesn't care about you either, okay? Now, that's not to say that everybody at Nintendo is this way. I'm pretty sure Shigeru Miyamoto, I keep saying this, but it's true. I do think Mr. Miyamoto himself would not have a single problem with this unless he himself says otherwise. I don't think, you know, Mr. Miyamoto is going to have a problem with that. I don't think Shigeru Miyamoto will be like, no, you cannot do tournaments. And I'm pretty sure if people really, you know, if Nintendo actually gave a good reasoning behind it, fine. We can somewhat accept that. But from what I'm hearing, there is little to no reason why Nintendo is doing this. And even if there are reasons, they're not really good reasons. Like, what the fuck, Nintendo? What is wrong with you? How did you fuck this up? And it's kind of the same thing with Marvel. When Stan Lee died, shit started going south. Like, I was talking a little bit before, I think, in one of my previous videos about Nintendo, that some little kid ended up dying, or whatever. I forgot how he died, but he died. And he was a big fan of Spider-Man and Marvel as a whole. Mostly Spider-Man. And they wanted to get, you know, a tombstone with Spider-Man engraved on it. And Marvel/Disney said, fuck no. And if you even try, we'll sue you. Stan Lee would have personally, because Stan Lee was just that good of a man, he personally would have allowed that. He would have fucking went over to that grave and engraved it himself. That's how good of a man he was. And I'm sure it's the same way with Iwata. You know, Satoru Iwata himself, before he died, I'm sure he probably would have supported all these people that wanted to do Smash Brothers tournaments. And honestly, I feel like companies are going low. Because in Japan, Satoru Iwata was the president of Nintendo at the time. Before he died. I don't know who owns it or who is the president of Nintendo now. My God, I hope it's Shigeru Miyamoto, because that'd be awesome. Because Miyamoto basically gave birth to the most popular video game characters of all time. You got Mario. I think he did Zelda. I forgot what all the games were that he was involved with, but you get the idea. But you get the idea that Nintendo, I mean, they are doing the most stupidest shit you ever thought possible. So in this video, I'm going to hashtag shit. I'm going to hashtag the fuck out of this in the comments or in the video description down below, in the tags, in the tag section, even though tags don't really do shit. And I'm also going to make this video as a hashtag itself. Hashtag free Smash Brothers. Hashtag free Ultimate. Hashtag free Melee. And now I'm pretty sure, because there are ways you can play Brawl online. I'm sure that game's gonna be next. That Nintendo's gonna be like, fuck no. And I wonder if that's part of the reason why Nintendo shut down the Wi-Fi for Nintendo Wii and Nintendo DS. Because they don't want people to be creative. They don't want people to have tournaments online. And I know it's because they wanted people to buy, the Wii U and the 3DS and the Switch and whatever. But when you think about it, they could have just kept the Nintendo Wii and DS's internet online. They could have kept that shit online. But they didn't. And it makes me wonder why. And seeing all this shit that Nintendo is doing right now, makes me really question everything that you have thought possible. The question here is, what in the hell is Nintendo doing? And to that, I answer, I don't know. I don't even think Nintendo themselves know what the fuck they're doing. Whatever it is, it ain't right. It's this whole thing. It's bad for business. Makes your company look bad. In other words, bad for business. You're missing out on the opportunity to sell some more copies of Smash Brothers Ultimate. You're missing out on the opportunity for people to buy more Nintendo Switches. That's another thing, because, like, some people that don't have a Switch, they see Ultimate, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to get a Nintendo Switch now. And, Smash Brothers Ultimate. So there you go, that's another sale for the Switch. Another sale for your Ultimate game, your Smash Bros. Ultimate. But no, you have to be a complete dickbag and be like, no, you can't fucking do it. And I get it. This is your brand, that this is these games are your intellectual property. But still, just fucking stop being stupid, Nintendo. Just stop. Just fucking stop. What you need to do right here, right now, is free Smash Brothers and free Splatoon, and allow people the ability to do some competitive shit, okay? Because people really need to be competitive, okay? When it comes to things. And people get so psyched and excited for these games. And then you just shit all over them, Nintendo. What is wrong with you? Come on. Just come the fuck on. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, guys and gals, that's gonna be it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like. If not, it's fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams and whatever the fuck else that I do. Follow me on Twitch, because I do some live streams on there occasionally. And, as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people. And brohoof. Mew mew. Mew 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 Yes, that was the intermission theme song from Doom.